So it's very difficult to figure out where an asset can run to price wise in the crypto market. Now, I will say that Shiba Inu is probably one of the most unpredictable assets when it comes to this because of some very important things that can actually lead Shiba Inu to exceed expectations in this market cycle. And there's a couple price points that I've seen some people reference, 3017 through 3022. And I want to talk about these specifically, as well as what my thoughts for this overall market cycle look like. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It will keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So Shiba Inu has kind of everything working in its favor. It's, the number 13th largest coin in all of crypto. It has huge optics around the world. It's in, again, every single exchange, every single payment network. And frankly, when people look at Shiba Inu, they think it's a cheap coin. And frankly, I think it is too, right? I think it's very undervalued for what it could be and what it should be. So right now it's at 4019. We're again trying to push this threshold here. And people need to look at what is ahead here. All right. The things that are going to be hitting the crypto market. We are about to have a big wave of adoption, and that is when Shiba Inu tends to perform its best. Big waves of excitement bring new users, new capital. They flock to cheap coins. They look at some of the top assets in the space, and this is the reason why Shiba Inu was able to get some of the largest inflows in all of crypto during this time in March. It did a 4.5x over the course of just 7 days. That is an unprecedented level of adoption, and it shows you that SHIB is well prepared again to do this cycle what it did last cycle. Now, there are even more things that work in Shiba Inu's favor moving forward here. This long-term mindset, which we've seen from obviously from last cycle into this one, many people, they don't want to unload Shiba Inu at these low prices. Then you have the removal of supply from exchanges. Again, people accumulating from the hands of the impatient, becoming a part of the hands of the patient, and removing them from exchanges. So now there's less available liquidity for new people wanting to get into the market. And that causes Shiba Inu to make very volatile, quick moves, kind of similar to what $10 million market cap coins do. You don't see that throughout most of the rest of the crypto market, throughout most of the crypto market in general, right? Now, there's a very interesting point that a lot of people don't think about when it comes to Shiba Inu, right? People forget this because Shiba Inu is a $11 billion asset. It's the 13th largest market cap in crypto. They forget that Shiba Inu is still in its infancy. There's only, 1.4 million holders in terms of Shiba Inu. Yes, there's probably some more on exchanges, right? But that's quite small compared to where it should run to during this cycle of adoption. Okay. Many assets have started exactly where Shiba Inu's at. Started in like the 1 to 1.5 million holder range, and then have surged to 3 to 4 million holders in the following market cycle. That is the level of adoption that can frankly hit Shiba Inu as we go through the rest of this market cycle. And with that comes a lot of capital, a lot more optics. When Shiba Inu gets to this point where it's breaking its prior all-time high of 4088, all hell can break loose, frankly. Right? This is where Shiba Inu, again, can get very unpredictable. Now, let's talk about these price levels specifically, because this is what I'm sure everybody is here is for. I've seen some references to Fibonacci levels of 3017 through 3022. So this must be the 20 line and the 2618 line here. And this kind of falls right into the area where I think SHIB makes its next run to. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. But those who have followed me here on the channel for a while, you know that my prediction as we get into March, April, May, basically the end of wave 3 or leg 3 of our Elliott wave, Elliott wave, that we're going to be somewhere in the 3013 through 3019 level. That would make a lot of sense. It's somewhere between 2 to 3 times the prior all-time high. That's kind of a comfortable range for Shiba Inu, because when FOMO hits, it's going to happen very fast. And what you need to know too is that doesn't mean that we're going to stick there, right? So first of all, when we look back at the early part of this market cycle, you guys can see that Shiba Inu pumped to 4045, very quickly corrected. It was not above 404 for very long at all. Anybody who was actually awake and paying attention at that time, you know what I'm talking about. But this also brings around this point. I kind of underestimated what Shiba Inu could do here. Anyone that followed me on the channel, we talked about these moves. We talked about the fire sale range, the opportunity range, and we talked about this move for Shiba Inu. And I said that we'd probably get up to somewhere around 4019 to 4020. And then Shiba Inu over It exceeded expectations and did over 2x from where I thought it would stop. And that's where things get kind of interesting here, right? Because this big wave of adoption that's going to hit crypto is going to bring a lot of new users, a lot of new capital, and a lot of new fresh optics to this space. We're supposed to go from basically 5 to 6% of the world in crypto to over 10%. We're supposed to go from what currently sits around a $2.5 trillion market cap in the global market cap of crypto to between 10 to 12 trillion. And Shiba Inu looks like it's well positioned to secure a significant portion of that dominance. It's likely to climb in dominance from last market cycle. It's showing all the signs of it right now. And that is why I've said that it would not surprise me if SHIB ends up somewhere in this 305 through 201 range by the end of this market cycle in crypto. All right. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. And that would be what, 50x at the top from where we're at currently. That'd be a 25x to 305. Geez. Hopefully I got all these numbers right in here. But you guys get the point, right? Because these things that are working for Shiba Inu right now, they only get magnified the deeper we get into this market cycle. SHIB can become one of the best performers, if not the best performer, in all of the blue chip assets, and even in the top 100 as we get deeper into this market cycle. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if it flips Doge. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes a push towards the top 5 in this market cycle. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of it, we're cemented inside the top 10 forever. Now, none of this is a guarantee. Know that trends can change very quickly, and we'll have a very good idea of what Shiba Inu is going to do in this market cycle by the time we get to that end of wave 3, right? Somewhere around March, April, May. That's historically speaking where assets tend to cool down, get into the summer correction before that final leg that is the one will be very nice for Shiba Inu. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Where do you think SHIB price is headed? Do you think that we're going to hit these Fibonacci levels as well? Or do you think that SHIB has a little bit more tempered of a run? Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.